Okay, welcome back for the second period, where Kai finds himself in the penalty box. Grizzlies find themselves down a man on a penalty kill. Score 1-1. Let's see it. Looks like Steering trying to be back deep. Rowan moves in for the puck drop with Powell on the wing. Kai's in the box, so I assume coach is waiting for Kai's to come out to join his line after the minute 16 penalty. Puck gets sent back to the D of the All-Stars. All-Stars send it across ice. Quick check by Steer, and then move it down low. Steer staying with it. Back up. Shot comes in, knocked away by Rowan moving out. Rowan moves back to center and tries a toe drag, taken away by a defensive all-star. Going the other direction, still on a penalty kill. Shot comes in, knocked away by Steer, taken away back behind the net. Finds it out of the Powell gets it out of the zone, and Corrigan comes onto the ice. Puck goes cross ice, and there'll be a puck drop. It must be. I didn't get that. That must have been offsides. I don't know. Puck drop must be offsides. 29 seconds left on the penalty kill. Kai's in the box. Puck will drop to Corrigan. That's Braden Corrigan. Carter on defense. Zuzak picks up the puck on defense. Fires it off the boards and up to the point. The point holds it in. Down low. All-Star in control. Whoa! Shot goes wide right on the. Just wide right, up to the point again. Point sends it over, picked up by the other D. Now there's a penalty coming as the Grizzlies touch the puck. So another Juzak going to get sent for roughing, I think. So for 7 seconds, the Grizzlies will be 5-on-3. Juzak gets sent to the box. 11:51 left in the second, scores 1-1. 5-on-3 for 7 seconds. 7 seconds. They hold the 7 seconds off the clock. Might want to buzz. What? I don't quite get the 5-on-4. Should be fun.
Matching liners for something, whatever happened there.
Oh, I see. Oh, so offsetting. Okay. Offsetting penalties. There's an all-star in the box too. Thank you. So offsetting penalties on Juzak and an all-star. So it'll be 5-on-4. 7 seconds left on the Kai's penalty, which will make it 5-on-5. The two boys will sit in the box for their 2 minutes and come out after the first whistle after 2 minutes. There they go. They got the 7 seconds on there. There we go. That's right. They got it right. Good job, officials. They got the 7 seconds back on there. No offsetting penalties.
Still 5-on-4.
All right, they got it right. Here we go. Good job. Official over here on your side was correcting Foley. And there's the puck drop. Shipped out of the zone. Stars all. Oh, should be an offsides. There it is. And Kais comes out, so it'll be 5-on-5 hockey with about, I don't know, minute 53 left for Juzak in the penalty box, plus time until the next whistle. So 5-on-5. Kais moves in for the puck drop. Smith battling for it. Oh, somebody's going to go down. Penalty here. And Steer touches the puck, and Corrigan's going to get called for hooking. So right back on 5-on-4 hockey for the Grizzlies. Penalty kill. With a minute 33 left. There'll be 11:33 left in the second. There'll be a minute 30 penalty kill for the Grizzlies. Scores 1-1. Kais moves in for the puck drop. Steer and he's out there on defense. Picked up by Corrigan over to Kais. Taken away by Smith, sorry. Smith kicks it to himself, chips it ahead to Corrigan. Steer trails on D, backpedals. Steer's got a 3-on-1 rush going on here. Steer moves over to the far side. And back check by Smith over to Kais. Kais going the other direction. Now the All-Stars coming back the other way. Puck chips to center. Steer back deep. Puck checks it away. Picked up by an All-Star. Shot fired high and goes into the backboards and into the near side. Kais sends it back up to the point. Point fires a shot wide right, hits the back of the net. Steer. Oh, puck free in front of the net. Wiped away by Rogers to the boards. Now, with about 30 seconds left in the penalty kill, Kais chips it down the near side. And now we're going to get a $16 for the All-Stars going to the box. So it'll be 4-on-4 hockey. Still 1-1 with 10:26 left in the second. There we go. Spit it out. All right. Rogers moves in for the puck drop. 4-on-4 hockey as Willis moves over to the far side. Puck goes back to Johnson. Johnson ships it ahead. Dribbles it up the boards. Poke checked away by the All-Stars. Goes by Rogers. There's a battle for it on the boards, and the All-Star swings it down deep, picked up by Trine. Trine stops, changes directions on the All-Star, then changes again. Sends it to an outlet of Frank, and dumped by, Willis. Check that, Willis. Corrigan off, and on comes Frank. There we go. So 5-on. Oh, Frank goes down as he stops the puck. All-Star in control, knocked away by Johnson, sent down low, below the goal line, picked up by an All-Star. All-Star tries to chip it off the boards, picked up by another All-Star, back to the D. D fires it in. It's in front of the net and covered by River Scott and sent back to the far side by Trine. Now it's over to Rogers. Rogers moving in, centers it, goal! Rogers centers it for Frank, and Frank scores a goal. Nice centering pass by Rogers. As a backhanded centering pass, finds Frank on the opposite side, and Frank does the job, puts it in the back of the net. Good job by the Grizzlies. That'll kill the penalty for the All-Stars. So that was a power play goal for the Grizzlies. With 9:23 left in the second, the Grizzlies go up 2-1. That was a nice play by Rogers. Unselfish backhanded pass over to Frank. Good job. Johnson, All-Star takes it away. Ooh, man, hard shot comes on. River Scott, he's ready for it. Makes a save, breadbasket style. Good job by River Scott. Saving a goal there. Still have another puck drop. Looks like the line changes. This time Kais will come out with Roan and Powell. Johnson on defense along with Trine. Ends up going to Roan. Roan up the near side, red line, blue line. Bumps it, chases. Powell finds it there below the goal line. Oh, tries to get a center for Roan, intercepted by an all-star. Now centering pass intercepted. Oh, man, all-stars take off. Johnson going back, trying, falls down. Johnson swiping at it. Goes down into the corner. Good job by Johnson, takes the puck away. Sends it back up to the point. Point lines up, fires into defense, and it ends up at centering pass, and Scott covers. Wow, good job by Scott covering on that as the puck trickled in to center. 8:37 left in the second. Grizzlies up 2-1. The point hasn't got on the board yet, but it is 2-1, I believe. There it is. Now it's on the board. Give you a shot of that real quick. 2-1. Sorry if any of this is fuzzy. I had to go back to an old camera that I know has a little bit of issues with being fuzzy. Oh, man. Deesh took a hard shot down the upper right-hand side on River Scott and ties it up 2-2 on all-star defensive shot. Nice hard shot by the D. Went through all the traffic and found the upper right-hand corner of the net. Left in the second. 2-2. Here comes a puck drop to Rogers. Comes over towards Smith. Goes back to Corrigan. Up to Steer. Steer poked away by Corrigan. Now Braden Corrigan sends it up to Rogers. And an offsides on Rogers as he backed in and pulled the puck in as he backed over the line. All-Stars take the puck, back on Steer. Steer knocks it away, sends it up to Braden Corrigan. That center pass goes by Rogers back to the All-Stars. All-Stars on the near side. Carter Corrigan in control, sends it, intercepted by an All-Star. Steer takes the puck away, centers it for Rogers. Rogers moving out. Rogers takes it into the zone, lines up, fires a shot wide left and into the boards. Taken away from Smith and up the far side. That misses the outlet pass. That'll be an icing if they let it get there, and they do. So that puck will come all the way back down into the offensive far side for a puck drop. As the Grizzlies make a line change. Juzak can try and come out on defense. Frank and Willis on offense with Kais at center. Kais takes the puck up, goes back to Juzak. Juzak centers the pass right to Barron. And the All-Stars go ahead. 2-2 with a blind pass from Juzak getting intercepted by an All-Star. Down for a 1-on-none against Scott. That finds the back of the net. So the Grizzlies find themselves down 3-2. It's been a back and forth battle here. Grizzlies drew first blood, then it went 1-1. 2-1, Grizzlies went up. 2-2, All-Stars tied it up, and now All-Stars moved ahead with 2 consecutive goals here. So now Johnson jumps in, intercepted by an All-Star. She circles back around, finds an outlet over on the far side. Centering pass. Oh, there was a cherry picker back at the blue line. Steer poke checks out to the boards. Nice job by Steer. Gets in there, tripped up, centering pass, goes back to, oh man, here we go again. Oh man, the redirect goes up and over the net, knocked away by Steer. Steer chips it ahead for Willis. Willis off the boards into himself. 3-on-1 rush. Oh, come on, Willis, make a pass. Oh. sorry, I shouldn't say that, but Willis took a shot. Had two guys on his right-hand side, wide open, and goalie makes a save. So. Pass back to Rogers, trying over the Powell fires a hard shot. It's loose in front, and inadvertent whistle as Coley thought the goalie had sat on it. Puck ended up squirting out to the right-hand side. He didn't know it, but that's okay. Everybody makes mistakes, and we'll start with a puck drop on the right-hand side. Goes back to Corrigan. Oh, nice. It's in front of the net. Toe drag comes to the goalie. Goalie ships it over to the near boards. That's All Stars. Pushing up by Trine. Back deep is Carter Corrigan. He picks it up below the goal line. Knocks it up the near side. Picked up by Rogers. Rogers drags it back to center, but an All-Star picks it up. Picked up by, knocked down. Rogers going to the box again? I missed that, so something happened there. What's he going to call here? Cross check? Rogers must have. My eyes were following the puck. I couldn't quite see that. So anyway, Grizzlies will be on a penalty kill with Rogers in the box. Rowan goes for the puck drop. Looks like Corrigan and Trine back on defense with Powell as the other winger. Corrigan, nice backhand little jab towards Rowan. Held in by the point, chipped ahead. Puck dragged towards center. Puck's behind the net, sent back to the point. Point lines up, fires a shot. Redirect. Oh, nice save by River Scott. On the redirect, she got down and covered that. It hit the pads and bounced out. Now back up to the near side point for the All-Stars. They fire a shot, redirect, knocked away by Corrigan, back up to the far point. This time Trine knocks it away, gains control, chips it out, and all the way down. It will be an ice sweep. It gets her nose, Foley pulls it off, and the All-Stars have to play it. Goes up to the All-Stars, back deep is Trine. Oh man, All-Star went through two players, and I think Corrigan was hassling there along with Juzak, and All-Star made a nice upper shelf shot on the right-hand side of Scott. That's two in about the same spot there, left side top. Grizzlies down 4-2. Steer comes out on the ice. Juzak staying out there. Now on the puck gets chipped ahead, knocked away by Juzak back up to the center ice. That must have hit somebody on the bench maybe or something. I don't quite get call there, but okay. Puck will drop on the. Oh, it hit. I think it hit the Fairbanks bench, so that's why we're on the Fairbanks side of the neutral ice. And then we'll go back. Steve's going to pick this puck up behind the net. Moves up the far side with it. Hits Braden Corrigan. Braden hits Pies on the fly. Pies chips off the boards and down low where the All-Star races in and takes it away. Hits an outlet on the near side. All-Stars dribble it back towards center. Back to the right. Juzak. Shot fired wide right. Picked up by, man, the All-Stars just out hustling the Grizzlies here. Steer picks up the puck, sends it over to Corrigan. Corrigan sends it for Smith, and that's Kai's moving up the ice. Kai's backhands it, taken away. It's insane. Chipped. Oh, Smith gets it knocked away over to the board. Centering pass. Kai's coming up slow. Out comes Rogers, goes back to Juzak. Juzak off the boards and up to Let's pass Braden Corrigan and back to the D. DV pass. Rogers giving chase. Puck left behind in the neutral zone. Back to the D of the All-Stars. All-Stars get their line change out there. Picked up by Rogers. Rogers moves into the zone, fires it from the point, chipped away by the goalie into the near corner. All-Stars now move it out of the zone, picked up by Juzek, sent over to Steer. Steer sends it up to, goes by Frank now, and that goes back to Steer. Steer backhands it over to Juzek. Juzek over to Willis. Willis sends it over to Rogers. I didn't quite see that. Maybe Willis moved in offsides. Foley blew the whistle. He was right there, so he saw it, I'm sure. And then a little bit of line change here. Kai's out there with Roan and Powell on the right wing. Kai's moves it in, and Roan on the wrong side as Kai's moved it in. Puck had briefly popped out for the offside call, so we'll have another do-over here right there at the same spot. Scores 4-2 with 3:10 left in the second. All-Stars, nice passing by the All-Stars. Shot comes in, sent to the boards by Scott. That comes back to the point, knocked away by Johnson. Oh! Well, I'll let the replay speak for itself on that one. That was pretty ugly. So off come Johnson and Corrigan. On come Trine and Juzak. And we leave the offensive line out there, which is Kai's, Roan, and Powell. It's 5-2 with 2:52 left in the second. All-Stars just out hustling there. Wide right, picked up by Trine. Intercepted by an All-Star, taken away by Kai. Center pass finds the near side boards. Webb holds that in for the All-Stars. Knocked down deep. Trine off the boards and up the far side. Trine rakes it ahead with his foot, picks it up to Powell. Powell picks it up. Blue line centers it for Roan at the red line. Blue line for Roan. Now it goes over to the far side where the All-Stars knock it back to Trine. 2:09 left. Juzak with the puck. Sends it. Intercepted pass by Juzak. And Juzak just now Juzak with another errant pass and penalty to try to save a goal. I think he probably did. He could have. So the Grizzlies go on a penalty kill with a minute 30 left. A minute 30 in the penalty kill. 2 minutes left in the second period, down 5-2. Steer back out on the ice now on defense, and that's Braden Corrigan out there at center. Center pass wiped away by Steer. Knocked out of the zone. All-Stars got to check up. Puck comes back to Steer. Steer off the boards over to Smith. Smith. Puck comes free. Steer picks it back up at center ice. Sends it over to Corrigan. Corrigan can't have the pass. And then the boards. Corrigan. All-Star centering pass knocked away by Steer. Steer in there battling for it. Gets it to come free. Comes away with it. Steer moving out. Steer blue line. Steer red line. Steer blue line. Steer down deep on his backhand. Circles around, stops, changes directions. Centers it for Smith. Goes by Smith and back to Corrigan. Corrigan. Oh, nobody back deep. Corrigan's racing back. Oh. And with 29 seconds left, Corrigan will end up in the, so the Carter Corrigan ends up in the box. So it'll be 5-on-3 hockey with 58 seconds left in the second period. 29 seconds left on the Juzak penalty. Shine swings it up. Rogers tries to get it to come free. All-Stars in control, fires a shot from the side. Scott sends it back to the boards. Johnson gets it clear out of there, right at the goalie, and the goalie has to cover. No icing as it went to the goalie. 9 seconds left on the penalty kill for Juzak. 6. All-Stars moving into the zone. Wiped away by Johnson into the corner, and just down one man as Juzak comes across the ice slowly, and gets the puck to come free. He comes off, and Frank goes on. Shot wide left by the All-Stars, and centering pass intercepted by Johnson. Johnson chips it ahead to Rogers. Rogers tries to drag it around, and there's the end of the period. With 32 seconds left on the penalty kill for the Grizzlies, down 5-2 to start the third period. 5-on-4. See you back here for the third.